Ooh, you're warm. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I've sat down and done a chatty style video. It's actually been like more than 6 months, so yeah, a lot has happened in 6 months. Basically because I was away for 4 months in Southeast Asia, and I was planning on doing lots of videos and vlogs, but I kind of fell behind on that. I was just so busy with work, blogging, writing, and doing other social media stuff that YouTube unfortunately had to take a back seat. So I still have so much footage, and eventually I'll get around to editing more videos, but yeah, anyway, so I thought I would actually catch you up on what happened, and a lot is going on at the moment. It's 2 days until December. In 2 weeks I'm actually moving countries. I'm going back home to New Zealand, so it's just been like a really busy, manic time. I've been living away for 3 years. If you didn't know, I lived for 2 years in the Gold Coast, 1 year here in Canberra, but 7 of those months at the beginning I was in Germany and Europe, and then 4 months this year in Southeast Asia, and you know, a lot of traveling in between and stuff. Basically it's been 3 years here in Australia, which I've really enjoyed. We just ship off all our furniture and like shipping container and stuff, so we currently have rental furniture in, but it's like super basic. And there's a lot of social events happening since sort of the end of year, and it's just a very busy time. It's good though. Summer is here basically, so I'm loving the warm weather, and it'd be very sad to leave Australia. I do love the summers here. There is a lot going on, but I thought I would take the time to sit down, do a chatty style video, catch you guys up on my year and exciting new plans to come. I'll start back in the beginning, I guess. So in May I flew to Bali. I had a one-way ticket. So I didn't really know how long I was going away for. It was originally going to be 2, but it ended up being 4. Whoops! Yeah. So I started in Bali for a week with my friends, and that was so much fun. Oh my God! And I flew to Jakarta because that was the 3rd time I'd been to Indonesia, and I thought it was kind of rude that I didn't visit their capital city. So I mean, Jakarta is huge as well. It's the biggest city in Southeast Asia. And it was a new experience for me as well, because it was my first place that I'd been to that was predominantly Muslim. So it was my first time visiting a mosque. And being around a new culture basically. And I was also there during Ramadan. So it was quite challenging at times, especially since I was staying like in a local area, like an Airbnb. I did struggle with some things, but I did write a blog post about that if you are interested. I'll leave the link below. Please don't die. But yeah, it was a place that I found challenging at first, but looking back, I'm so glad I went because it was such a good experience for me. And yeah, I'm really grateful for that. Alright, moving on to the next destination. I next flew to Bangkok, and I was so excited to go back to Thailand because I hadn't been there for 3.5, 4 years since my very first trip there, and I loved that first trip so much. It was like so romanticized in my mind. It was like what made me love travel so much in different cultures, and basically my very first proper foreign country that I went to, and it totally like changed my world. And so I was really interested to see going back to Thailand the second time after now traveling more than 20+ countries all over the world, to see if I still thought the same about Thailand, to see if I still loved it, or to see if it had changed in any way. I spent an entire month there. Actually, I spent longer than that. I ended up spending 7 weeks in Thailand. But for the first time, you can only stay for 1 month. So I spent 1 month there, and the answer to that is yes, I still do love it just as much. It's one of my favorite countries, and it's just like all around Thailand is so different as well. So you really get very different experiences. So I started in Bangkok. I had a week there. That was awesome. I went down to the islands. I did Koh Lanta and then Phi Phi Island, which was magical.
You're by your dream destination. Thank you, Thai Airways.
Then went to Phuket, and I didn't really enjoy Phuket as much. But I had heard these things about Phuket. I just wanted to see for myself what it was like. Yeah, it wasn't my favourite. Don't think I'll go back. Of course, fun rubbish, man. It's disgusting. Ugh, all along the beach. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Not bad.
Then flew up north to Chiang Mai, did Chiang Rai, went all the way up to the northern border, which was really cool. You could see into like Laos and Myanmar, and I was like, soon, soon.
What you find is they go.
One, two.
Then after my month was up, I flew to Vietnam. So Gareth and I, who is my husband now, we did Vietnam in December last year, so it had only really been about 6 months since I had last been, and we did like the south and the north. So this time I decided to do the central Vietnam. Started in Hue, went to Phu Loc, and that's where Gareth actually came to meet me because he had 2 weeks off work and sort of a July break. So we did get to see each other then. It wasn't 4 whole months apart. And it was my first experience staying in an overwater bungalow, which was so cool. That was literally gold. Oh my god, it is so incredible. This is the room. I do have a video on that if you want to check it out. Yeah, that was amazing. And then we went to like Hoi An and spent a lot of time in Da Nang as well, doing some work there. Then I went to my first new country, because I'd already been to Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, which was Cambodia. So I was so excited to visit Angkor Wat and all the temples. Yeah, that was really, really incredible. I loved it. I wish I had more time there. I only spent 2 weeks in Cambodia doing Siem Reap and then down to Phnom Penh. But yeah, I had a great time there. Scorpions! High five! I definitely want to go back, do it properly, and get out of those main big cities and explore. So I went to Laos after that, and again, new country, didn't really know what to expect. I'd never actually met anyone before that had been to Laos nor Myanmar, so I didn't have many expectations. Although I did, of course, have a few things I wanted to do, things that Laos is quite famous for, like the beautiful Krysti waterfall. Doing tubing, drunk tubing down the river.
Woohoo! She's alive!
Things like that. It's very well known for outdoor adventure activities and beautiful blue lagoons and really nice scenery actually. It reminded me quite a lot of New Zealand, like the beautiful mountains. So Laos was different. I stayed in hostels, that was cool, meeting new people. And I spent a lot of time on buses, traveling from the south to the north basically, and the bus rides were not fun. Oh, someone's called. BRB. I'm back. Oh, so much to sort out moving countries, my god. Okay, where was I? Laos. It was fun. Again, I went during rainy season. Unfortunately, the things that I wanted to see that were so pretty and famous in the pictures with the aqua blue lagoons and waterfalls, and sadly they were not like the pictures because I went the wrong time of year. They were still beautiful and stuff, but I really did want to see them like that. So like instead of being all aqua blue and stuff. It was just like really green and a bit muddy and stuff, but yeah, no. I'll just have to go back when I didn't have that much time there because I then had to do a whirlwind tour through Myanmar next. And that was really cool. I loved it so much, but again, I was there for only 2 weeks, so I had to pack in a lot in a short amount of time because I wanted to do it justice, and I was just so excited to be there. I wanted to capture all the sunsets, sunrises, so I was like getting up at all sorts of crazy hours. And also I traveled the country, which is really big, via bus again, so it was a lot of time doing overnight buses. And yeah, just going from one town to the other, which doesn't seem that far away, took all frickin' day because the roads are so crap and so windy, and the buses were so bumpy, but it was so cool. I started in Yangon, which is the biggest city there. It was so cool to see the big Shwedagon temple pagoda.
First time for Buddha, second time for Dharma.
And then I bussed up to Shui, probably say that wrong, which is the little town where Inlet Lake is on, and so that was really cool to see that. Basically went to see the fishermen and the lakes and see like the overwater villages and things. I went to Bagan, and that was amazing because it's like a really holy temple city with like thousands of pagodas everywhere, and it was just such a cool experience, hiring e-bikes. Footage from Myanmar, and I haven't yet made a video, but I will. The only thing is, by that point in my travels, I had stopped talking to the camera and I was just taking video clips. So it'd just be like a boring montage basically with no like explanations or information about what I was doing, which is a pain. Like I wish I did vlog properly, but by then I was just like, just wanted to enjoy myself. Take photos, take a little video, and then, you know, be present. Then I went up to Mandalay, to the Ubine Bridge at sunrise, of course.
Yeah, so like if I could paint, maybe I could make it again.
I wish I could paint. Yeah. That was basically my Myanmar whirlwind trip. And then from there I flew back to Bangkok because my mum was meeting me there. She was going for her own reasons, and I was basically with her as a support person. So we're in Bangkok for 3 whole weeks. Trip down to, oh man, I'm not forgetting the name. Hua Hin, that's it. Thank you. Yes, basically I had another 3 weeks in Thailand. I was so grateful for my time spent overseas and stuff. It was like really amazing. But you know, by the end of that, I was really ready to come home. But I officially avoided another winter, which was fantastic because Canberra winters do get pretty icy and cold. So I got back to the end of September, and the time since then has just gone so fast. Basically, I just caught up with friends here. I did a trip to Melbourne, working with a company, did like the Great Ocean Road, 12 Apostles, which there are videos on. Went to like New South Wales recently for a little weekend getaway.
It eats so quickly.
I've worked with a couple of Canberra companies in the area, which is really cool. Yeah, and we only have 2 weeks left, which is pretty sad. Next week is Gareth's sort of graduation ball, because if you didn't know, which I don't even think I've mentioned it, so you probably wouldn't, but this year he's been doing a master's for his job. So it was a really hard year for him, like, poor thing. He basically did a 2-year master's in one. So yeah, it's his graduation ball next week, so it'll be a very fancy shindig. I had to buy a dress, he bought a tux, so yeah, and then we are going after that. So it's just been like a really busy time organising, taking the cat back, like looking for a car back at home. We've got so much stuff to sort out when we get there. So when we do get there, we're staying in Wellington for the first sort of week to try and find a car, get our banks and phone sorted, stuff like that. And I'm also really looking forward to catching up with my friends who all live in Wellington. We're actually moving to Palmerston North for like 2 years. I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, I actually haven't been there, but let's just say I haven't heard the best things, but you know, I won't knock it before I try it, you know. I'm sure I've lived in worse places. So I'm just gonna make the most out of it, sort of thing. Next year is gonna be exciting anyway. I've already booked my first trip. So I'm going to America and Canada. Yay! I'm so freaking excited. It's like those 2 countries are at the very top of my bucket list. And yeah, I'm actually gonna be going. Finally, I've been to Southeast Asia like 5 times, Europe twice, and it's about time I've been to freaking America. Yeah, so I'm going in March. At the moment it's looking like LA, Las Vegas, and then doing Grand Canyon on the side. Then I'm probably gonna fly to Chicago, because I really want to go there. And then going to Buffalo to do Niagara Falls. Then going across to Toronto, Canada, and then from there going to Montreal, Quebec, what else? Ottawa, yeah, going to Ottawa first, then Montreal, Quebec. Yeah, so I've got friends there, so I'm going to visit them, so that'll be really cool. And then going to fly to New York City, which is my #1 place that I've always wanted to go to. Oh my god, I'm actually going to go to New York, and it'll be March, so apparently this still will be like snow in Central Park, a little bit, and like go ice skating, and oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. Like, this is my dreams coming true. And then from there going down to Orlando, Florida, and yeah, Harry Potter world, duh. Yeah, so that's basically my trip in a nutshell coming up. And also before that, it's my birthday, and the week before that I have the Foo Fighters concert up in Auckland, so lots of exciting things happening. Oh, and before that, my little sister's getting married up in Tauranga, so yeah, so happy for her, so that'll be really cool. I'm a bridesmaid, of course. It's been a pretty cool year here in Canberra, something very different. I did prefer the Gold Coast, but you know, I'm just grateful to experience different places, actually. Like, I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not sad about going home, but I sort of feel like I'm going backward. Like, I've lived in New Zealand, and I want to just explore new places. I suppose Palmerston North's new, but I'm not excited about that. At least it's not too far from Wellington, so I'm just going to visit my friends a lot. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble now, so I should probably wrap this video up. It's probably going to be way too long anyway. Yeah, that's my little catch-up video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Maybe I'll do a Q&A sometime. I'm about to hit 3,000 subscribers. Woo! I think this time last year I was at 2,000, so welcome you 1,000 people. Wow, that's a really slow growing channel. You know, I'm still grateful for all of you guys. That's probably because I hardly posted this year. Yeah, so I will try and get better next year. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because that always does help me out a bit. And so thanks again for watching, and catch you in the next one. Bye!